Hi there everyone and welcome back to my channel. For those new here, my name is Nikki, I'm an author and editor and I post videos here on YouTube about editing, writing, reading and all the other things I love. And today we're here for an author tube tag. This is the Magic Author Writing tag by Midnight Starlight Writes, and I will pop a link to that channel below. So it's a fairly short tag, this one. We've got 5 questions to get through, so we're going to kick straight off. Number 1, do any of your characters have magical powers? And if not, what powers would suit them? Well, actually quite a few of my characters do have magical powers because I do tend to write a lot of stories in the paranormal and fantasy genres. For example, writing as Nicki J. Markus, the Ragnarok Chronicles, Loki obviously has powers, he's a god. And thinking about my LGBT works, Oswell in Super Few Bad For Me. That's under my Asteroidonia pen name. He is a guy who develops superpowers, as the title would suggest. And meanwhile, in one of my other books, Blood is Forever, both Val and Holden have powers. One's a witch and one is half vampire, half fae. So yes, quite a few of my characters do feature it. I like to write that type of story. I like to write people with special abilities. 2. Are you more likely to write a magical world with endless possibilities or strict rules? Probably rules. I mean, I like to have a little bit of leeway in which to work, but at the same time, if everything's possible, you can sometimes lose track of what's happening in the story, whereas if you have rules that you know you have to follow, that they can only use magic under these circumstances and things like that, it does make it a little bit easier not to write yourself into a knot, I guess. 3. If you had a power to help with your writing, what would it be? And it can't be the power to write a whole novel. For me, I think what I would love is to have some kind of magical device, or even a technological device if they come up with that in the future, whereby I could have everything I think automatically transferred into typed text. So I wouldn't have to, wear my hand out writing or typing. I'd just be able to think the story, think the dialogue, and it would all just automatically type up. Number 4, if your writing was a magical creature, which would it be? I think I'm going to say a unicorn for this one, because my writing really does span quite a divide. That I write some stories that are really sweet and bubbly and innocent and lovely, like the unicorn sometimes is, but then, if you're encounter the unicorn on a bad day, he can be quite a bit of a darker creature, and some of my writing does tend to that darker, more explicit, and I guess darker is probably the word for it. I mean, some of my writing is really super adorably cute, but other stuff has a definite darker edge, both in terms of the characters and the plot. So yeah, a unicorn, because I think it shows both those sides. Number 5, the final question. What's the most magical thing about your own writing? I think, at least for me personally, it's the characters. I do adore my characters and I often fall in love with them completely. I have quite a crush on my own characters quite often. Although some of my stories start with a plot, a lot of them have a very strong character focus right from the start. So that's probably what I would pick for that one. So that was the Magic Author Writing tag. I'm not going to tag anyone, but if you want to do it, please do feel free, and all the details you'll find in my little spiel below. I'll end there, but I look forward to seeing you all again very soon with another vlog. Bye for now.